Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Thank you for joining us on this Memorial Day as we remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country, and to those who are still currently serving, thank you for your service. Special Monday edition of Gulfstream Park. Let's check out the track and weather conditions.
Start the afternoon with a fast main track and a firm turf course. It's a beautiful Memorial Day Monday in South Florida with temperatures in the low 90s. First race of the afternoon on the turf at 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. A field of 7 went postward. The first race favorite was number 1, Abtal.
Racing at Gulfstream. Good start for Dominate and a good start for Vetalago, and Edgar Zayas has Vetalago on the engine as they run to the first turn. Dominate away second, Sea Cookie a joint third alongside Abtal. Then 3 wide through the first turn is Ginger Goose ahead of Pep the Champ, and the early trailer is Chia Ghost. Around the first turn they go. Vetalago takes control of the race and leads by a length and a half over Dominate in second. First race favorite Abtal secures rail position while third. Sea Cookie is fourth, racing ahead of Ginger Goose, who's fifth and about 4 lengths behind. Pep the Champ is at the inside and a length and a half to the trailer. Chia Ghost. Down the backstretch they go. The opening quarter very slow, 25-4. Tactical advantage to Vetalago, who leads by a length. Dominate tries to turn up the pressure and keep the leader honest while second. Stretch of 3.5 to Abtal, who tries to tack on third. Then a length and a half to Sea Cookie with Pep the Champ. 3 wide Ginger Goose, and at the back is Chia Ghost. The opening half mile was 49-1, so they did quicken up in the second quarter, and Vetalago has the lead. Here come the back markers, Sea Cookie and Ginger Goose launching attack. Pep the Champ has no place to go. Abtal ridden quietly by Gaffleone. He'll need a way through. Chia Ghost tries to tack on from last. They're all in with chances here as they swing for the drive. It's Vetalago in front. Zayas and Vetalago still have the lead. Abtal trying to squeeze through inside. Dominate is next down the outside, and Ginger Goose with Chia Ghost. In deep stretch, Dominate surging at Vetalago. Vetalago digging in. Dominate with a late push. Here's the wire. Vetalago. Vetalago, gamest of all to beat Dominate by a head in 1:30-2.
Exciting stretch run in today's first race with number 2, Vetalago, fending off all challengers under jockey Edgar Zayas for trainer Marat Sankal and owner Alf Yves Seaman. Second, number 6, Dominate ahead of 1, Abtal, who ran third. To the second race now at 1 mile over the main track. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 7. Favorite was the 4, Hannah's Dream.
And they're off. It was an awkward getaway for Always Galloping, who was a step slow. From the inside, Adios Chick begins the best and tries to establish the lead. Here's the second race favorite, Hannah's Dream, moving between horses alongside Still Beautiful. Out wide on the course is Divine Paradise with Ola Princess between horses. The 2 at the back are Spunzig and Always Galloping. Out of the 1 mile chute they run, and at a big number, it's Nikki Figueroa and Still Beautiful in front by a head. On the outside, Hannah's Dream is second through a 24 flat opening quarter. Adios Chick is down at the rail alongside Ola Princess and alongside Divine Paradise. Here's Always Galloping running up between horses, so the second flight comprises 4 runners, and the trailer is Spunzig. The race to the half-mile mark. Still Beautiful holds a narrow lead. Up on the outside, Hannah's Dream is taking it to her second. Ola Princess in the green is a 3 wide third in between horses. Always Galloping. Down at the inside, Adios Chick. Retreating is Divine Paradise. Moving Spunzig out of last place through a 47-2 opening half-mile. They quickened up nicely in the second quarter, and Hannah's Dream now edging away. Hannah's Dream and Abby Medina at the 5/16 on a 2.5 length lead. Up on the outside, Ola Princess trying to get after her. That's all for Still Beautiful. She's back at the inside trying to hang on for a share. Then Adios Chick, Spunzig, and Always Galloping. 3 quarters, 112-1 as they straighten for the drive. It's Hannah's Dream on top by 3. Ola Princess continues to charge out her second. Still Beautiful third, then Adios Chick. Final furlong, Hannah's Dream by 2.5. Ola Princess is making ground, but time ticking away. Medina gives the favorite a reminder, and Hannah's Dream finishes the job. Hannah's Dream by 2 in the end. Second to Ola Princess, third Adios Chick, and then Still Beautiful in 139-2.
Number 4, Hannah's Dream, registers the victory in today's second race under apprentice jockey Abby Medina for Luis Duco Stables and owners Hannah DeChamp and Luis Duco Stables. Second, number 5, Ola Princess ahead of 1, Adios Chick. She ran third. We'll take a brief time out. There's a lot of great racing action left. Don't Go Away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back for the third race at 7 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. A field of 6. The odds-on favorite was number 3, Indian Chaser.
And they're off. A slight bobble at the beginning for Murray's Girl. From between horses, Indian Chaser wins the break, but here's Murray's Girl. Even after that awkward getaway, she's quick enough to put ahead in front. From third, She Takes Heart, then Untrue on the outside. Winning for Sarah down toward the inside, and the gray Image of Rachel sets up shop at the back of the field, not far away, no more than 4 lengths from first to last as they race to the half-mile pole. Up front, the leader is Murray's Girl and Juan Leva by a neck. In the two-path, Montalvo and Indian Chaser through a 23-second opening quarter. Long shot She Takes Heart is now third, winning for Sarah at the inside fourth. Image of Rachel has improved to be fifth, and that relegates Untrue to the sixth and trailing position as they round the far turn. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go now, and Murray's Girl leads by a neck. Indian Chaser alongside second. She Takes Heart is third. Winning for Sarah runs on from fourth through a 45 2/2 mile. Stretch of another 3 to Image of Rachel, and nothing today from Untrue with a 1/4 mile left to go. Here's She Takes Heart trying to spoil the party over the top of the top two, as Murray's Girl and Indian Chaser are right with her. Winning for Sarah, she splits rivals. She's close enough if good enough with 3/16 to go. She Takes Heart surges to a short lead. Back to second is Murray's Girl. Indian Chaser has been defeated. Here's Winning for Sarah trying to get up into second. Image of Rachel for a late award, but the upset is on at 22 to 1. Here's She Takes Heart. Winning for Sarah second, Murray's Girl third, Image of Rachel fourth, then Indian Chaser and Untrue in 122 and 3.
The favorite Indian Chaser did too much too soon, and Murray's Girl took all the starch out of her, allowing for a major upset in the form of 5, She Takes Heart, who rallies for the score at 22 to 1. Marcos Meneses rode the winner for Manny Estevez and Caffey Racing Stable. 1, Winning for Sarah second, ahead of 2, Murray's Girl, who ran third. To the fourth race now on turf at a mile to the 16th, maiden claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 9 went postward. The favorite was the 5, Visky Jones.
And they're up. From the center, that's Embers who gets the first call down at the inside Bold Star, and moving at the rail, the New York Invader Congratulations comes away in the top flight. Lord Anthony taken in hand by Edgar Zayas and dropping over to the rail to race from fourth. Then it's back to Cold as Ice alongside Milo Diamond, who works 2 lengths clear of third last running Seeking Fast. The 2 at the back are Visky Jones and Il Nono. Around the first turn they go, separated by about 9 lengths, and the run up to the first turn, and up front the leader Bold Star 3/4 of a length. Ember is racing from second. Congratulations is now third. 2 back to Lord Anthony in a chilly spot fourth, ahead of Milo Diamond, who's racing from fifth. Then Cold as Ice and Seeking Fast. Visky Jones improves a bit, and Il Nono is last of the 9 through the opening quarter in 24 seconds flat. Up the backstretch they go. The leader is still Bold Star by a neck. Up on the outside, Embers is second. Lord Anthony is third and only a length and a half from it. Then back fourth is Congratulations. The gray, Cold as Ice, knifes between horses to race only 2.5 lengths off the lead. Ahead of Milo Diamond, then Visky Jones and Seeking Fast. And Il Nono is in range about 6 lengths from first to last as they round the far turn. Here's Embers to put ahead in front of Bold Star from second. Lord Anthony stays with the top pair third. Stretch of 2.5 to Milo Diamond, then Visky Jones. Cold as Ice comes under pressure and is not responding. Il Nono will have to circle wide from the back, but he is under a full head of steam as they turn for the money. Many chances on the far outside. Il Nono with the best looking strides, and he's trying to run by them all. Final furlong, Il Nono goes from last to first, and he's kicking clear. Visky Jones will try to hold on to second. Then it's out back to Seeking Fast, and Lord Anthony. Il Nono scores. Visky Jones second, Lord Anthony third, then Seeking Fast, and Milo Diamond to complete the high five. in 144 and 3.
Number 5, Miss Visky Jones has to settle for a minor award yet again as number 6, Il Nono, goes from last to first to win today's 4th race under Tyler Gaffleone for Antonio Sano and A&B Investments. Visky Jones was second ahead of 7, Lord Anthony, who ran 3rd. We move now to the 5th race on the program, 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch number 2 from Maria to Riches. 3, Dreaming of Aka with the rider change to Ramsey Zimmerman. Favorites included 1, That's a Myth, 3, Dreaming of Aka, and 7, Milbra.
And they're up. From the inside, That's a Myth begins for the early lead, and That's a Myth throttles open under Edgard Zayas to lead it by a length and a half. Dreaming of Aka comes away in second. Deborah's Dance is third. Then it's Polka Dot Bikini from down toward the inside. Milbra is out wide ahead of Jewels of the Nile, and at the back, the trailer, Bill's Legacy. They race down the backstretch and go to the half-mile pole, and up front, That's a Myth by a length and a half. Dreaming of Aka, the nearest pursuer, second, working 2.5 better than a 3-wide Milbra. Polka Dot Bikini is next, and in between horses, Deborah's Dance. Stretch of 4 to Bill's Legacy, and Jewels of the Nile trails the field of 7 as they run to the 5/16. That's a Myth, let out a notch again, leads it by 2.5. Milbra now splits horses to be second. Dreaming of Aka is wide third. Down at the inside in Deborah's Dance. Then back at the inside, running on 5th is Polka Dot Bikini with 3/16 of a mile to run. Off the turn on the stretch drive, and up front, That's a Myth, leads it by a length and a quarter. Milbra set after her second. Back to third is Deborah's Dance, well clear of the others. Final furlong, That's a Myth with a length lead. Milbra not going down without a fight, trying to get to her in the concluding stages, but That's a Myth has enough in reserve. That's a Myth all the way. Milbra second, Deborah's Dance third, then Dreaming of Aka and Bill's Legacy in 111 flat.
Number 1, That's a Myth, was fast enough to make the lead in today's 5th race, and once she secured the lead, she never relinquished it under Edgard Zayas. Gets another riding victory on the program, this one for Gerald Bennett and Averill Racing with CCF Racing Stables. 7, Milbra second ahead of 8, Deborah's Dance, who ran 3rd. Early pick 4, good for $616.30. The early pick 5, $3,517.85. We'll take a brief time out. When we come back, the Rainbow Six sequence, over $600,000 up for grabs right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow Six on the turf at a mile and a 16th. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. A field of 10 went postward with the favorites. Number 9, Chasing the Dream at 3 to 5.
And they're off. In the center, Hope is Rising gets the first call, but up on the outside here is Chasing the Dream, moving up to take the lead. Gaffleone and Chasing the Dream lead by a head. Moving to challenge is Art Bijou. So these two go on from third running San Filippo. Then Hope is Rising from down toward the inside. Zortek is a bit wide through that first turn run, and now having to tap on the brakes just behind him was Jacob. Jacob got shuffled as moving between horses was Little Christian. As they run around the first turn, the leader Art Bijou, 3 parts of a length, Chasing the Dream second, San Filippo third. Little Christian is now moved to be fourth in front of Hope is Rising. Then Zortek wide on the course. In tight is Eye of the Lion. Jacob is out wide. And then it's a stretch of another 2.5 to the 2 at the back. They include Hangry. And at the back of the field, the trailer is Stay Again. The opening quarter was 23-1. Down the backstretch they go. Up front, the leader Chasing the Dream by a length. Up into second is Little Christian. And back to third is Art Bijou. It's a gap of 2.5 to San Filippo. Then comes Hope is Rising and Zortek. Then it's a length back to Stay Again, who works 5 ahead of Jacob, who's not being keeping up at this point. Up and by him is Hangry, and Eye of the Lion is last of all as they round the far turn. They went 47-1 for the opening half mile. Chasing the Dream is odds on here at 3 to 5, and Gaffleone has him on the front. From the outside, Little Christian will take a shot. San Filippo is in range, 2.5 lengths behind. Then Hope is Rising. The rest are struggling, led by Zortek as they swing in. Chasing the Dream has 1 to fight off. It's San Filippo on the grandstand side, and San Filippo shifting ground but closing ground at Chasing the Dream. San Filippo hits the lead. Chasing the Dream is back to second. Hope is Rising down the stand side with Little Christian. 16th pole. San Filippo has the lead. Hope is Rising with a late push, then Little Christian, San Filippo. San Filippo and jockey Marcos Meneses for his second winner of the day. Close for second, Little Christian or Hope is Rising, then Chasing the Dream and Zortek in 143 flat.
Upset winner of today's sixth race, number 6, San Filippo, gets first run and wears down Chasing the Dream for the score, giving jockey Marcos Meneses his second winner of the afternoon. Trainer Luis Duco gets his second winner of the afternoon. He also owns San Filippo in partnership with Annabelle Costanzo. Number 3, Little Christian was second ahead of the 5, Hope is Rising, who ran third. To the seventh race, now on turf at 7.5 furlongs in the start of the late pick 5. Scratch the 1, Erasmo's Dream. Scratch the 9, Dependable Phil. A field of 7 went postward. This was a wide-open betting race.
And they're off. From between horses, Classic Move gets the first call. Up on the outside, 20 and 4 is displaying some tactical foot. Lunch Break is trying to get over with Unbroken Chain in the 2-path. And moving out the rail, that's Modern Tale in the run around the first turn. The 2 at the back are Songère and No Denial. Around that first turn and loose up top, Classic Move leads it now by 3.5. 20 and 4 is racing from second. Unbroken Chain is third. Modern Tale fourth. No Denial is now racing from fifth ahead of Lunch Break and Songère at the back. They move through the opening quarter in 24 and 3, and up the backstretch they go, chasing Luca Panici and Classic Move. They lead it by 3 lengths. Racing in second is 20 and 4. Up on the outside, Unbroken Chain is now third from fourth. That's Modern Tale. Racing in fifth is No Denial in the 2-path, about 4.5 lengths behind. Songère is out of last place and in range, and 2.5 to the trailer, Lunch Break. They leave the backstretch and swing on to the far turn. Classic Move tried to catch a breather and won an opening half mile in 48 and 4. Classic Move by 1.5 lengths. On the outside, an Unbroken Chain into second, getting around 20 and 4, who's back to third. Songère trying to rally while wide. Modern Tale is at the inside with No Denial as they swing in. Classic Move still the one to run down after 3 quarters in 1:11 and 4. Classic Move by 1.5 lengths. Unbroken Chain to the attack second. On the outside is Songère with 20 and 4. Here's Unbroken Chain getting to Classic Move. Songère with the late punch. Songère! Good stretch kick from Songère, and Gaffleone nailed the leader right on the money in 129 and 2.
Jockey Tyler Gaffleone launches number 7 Songère from far back and gets up to win it in last to first fashion, giving Tyler his second winner of the afternoon, exactly the way he won his first race today. Songère is trained by Todd Pletcher for owners Wertheimer and Frere. 4 Unbroken Chain fired but was second best ahead of 5 Classic Move, who ran third. To the 8th race we go on the main track at 5 furlongs. 2-year-old fillies take center stage. These are maiden special weight runners. A field of 8 went postward. The favorite was the 5, Stainless.
And they're off. From the rail, Raisin Tiz blasts out to take a clear early lead. Up on the outside, here's Go Astray up the challenge for the top. And Go Astray will now cross and clear from Raisin Tiz and lead by 2. The favorite Stainless is away third. 40 kilos in the red at the inside is now fourth. And it's back to the outside. Naciones Unidas out 3 wide. A surprising twist ahead of American Halo. She's second last and 2.5 in front of Estelle's in town, who's last of all as they fly past the 5/16. Loose up top, Go Astray and Miguel Vasquez have opened a 4-length lead now. Stainless, the favorite, is hot on the heels second. It's a gap of 6 to 40 kilos. Then comes Naciones Unidas as they swing for the drive. Stainless starts to get to Go Astray at the 3/16. Stainless with a full head of steam, and from the inside, Go Astray tries to stay on. Stainless now surging to the lead. Go Astray is a mile clear for second, but Stainless coming away. It's Stainless and Tyler Gaffleone for his third winner today. Go Astray with a good to try second, 40 kilos third. Fourth, American Halo, then Raisin Tiz in 58 and 1.
Trainer Todd Pletcher gets back-to-back victories on the card today, and Tyler Gaffleone gets his third winner of the afternoon, this time aboard the daughter of Flatter, Stainless, who rallies from a bit off the speed to get the victory for Star Ladies Racing. Take nothing away from number 7, Go Astray. She fired but was second best and well clear of the others, led by 40 kilos. To the 9th race now on the start of the late pick 3 on the turf at 7.5 furlongs. Allowance optional claiming event. Nice field assembled here. These are fillies and mares 3 and up. Scratch number 11, Spice Lady. A field of 10. Wide open betting race. Favorite was the number 7, Sweet Ella.
And they're off. From between horses, Princess Victoria wins the break. Up on the outside, Bella Kittens is showing speed. Fancy Kitten away in the top flight. She'll land third. Then in between horses goes Sweet Ella with Salmodi down at the inside. Salmodi is now moved up into fourth. Out wide is Pat M's Image ahead of the trio of Our Way to Escape, Star Gala, and Lover's Key. And 2.5 more to the trailer, Traquita. Around the first turn they go, and loose up top. It's Bella Kittens and Abby Medina have bumped the margin to 7. From second, Princess Victoria, who will cut her own trip. Racing up on her outside, that's Fancy Kitten from third. Then Salmodi. In between horses, Lover's Key is underway, and Lover's Key with a backstretch brush to get into second while 3 wide. Then Pat M's Image and Sweet Ella, followed outside by Our Way to Escape. Star Gala is second last, and still nothing from Traquita. That's the 10 of them with less than half a mile to go. They went 47 and 1 for the opening half mile. And isolated up front, the leader is Bella Kittens. She's in front by 6. Lover's Key cutting into the margin stride by stride. And here's Lover's Key to go on the attack and run right by Bella Kittens. From the back, Pat M's Image is still right there. Running on is Salmodi. Princess Victoria between horses as they swing in. It's Lover's Key who made first run and has the lead with 1/8 of a mile to go. On the outside in Pat M's Image, Salmodi swung into action down the center. Here's Salmodi coming on for Edgard Zayas, trying to get to Lover's Key. Lover's Key, Salmodi surging. It's a photo finish. Very close on the money. Lover's Key inside, Salmodi on the outside, and 129 and 4.
Number 5, Lover's Key, has been as sharp as any filly on the grounds over the Gulfstream Park turf course over the last 60 days, and she gets first run and the win in today's 9th race under jockey Josie Gomez for trainer Reed Nagel and Big Lake Farm. Number 2, Salmodi charged hard but just missed while second, ahead of the 10, Pat M's Image, who continues to hold her form well. She ran third. Time to take a timeout. When we come back, the Monday feature, the home of the brave, on the turf at 1.5 miles, right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career in show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Back now for race number 10 on the program, the home of the brave starter handicap, $50,000 up for grabs on the firm turf course at 1.5 miles. A field of 7 went to the gate. The odds-on choice, number 2, Keystone for victory.
They're out the post. They're racing in the home of the brave starter handicap to a level beginning. From the inside, Ransack begins well. Up on the outside, here's Diamond Bachelor moving closer. Taken in hand to race third is Our Great Adventure. Back at the inside, the favorite Keystone for victory is now out of their fourth ahead of Good and Proper and Mystic Sky. And the girl taking on the boys, the filly Temple Fur, is at the back of the field as the top 2 speed away. Up front, it's Diamond Bachelor to lead it by 2. Ransack trying to take the starch out of him in the early stages. He races from second, and these two are going quickly. They've opened 6 or 7 on the team of Our Great Adventure and Keystone for victory. Mystic Sky follows that pair, and up on the outside, Good and Proper, 2.5 to the trailer, Temple Fur. The race bias for the first time they went an opening quarter in 24 and 3. They have one lap left to go, and Diamond Bachelor leads it by 2 over Ransack in second. These top two are still isolated from the rest of the field as Keystone for Victory and Gaffleone race third while on the two path. CJ McMahon has Our Great Adventure down at the inside. He's racing about 8 or 9 lengths off the breakaway leaders. Then Mystic Sky, who's in a bit tight while on hold for Panici. Good and Proper keeps him locked in second last, and it's 3.5 to an unhurried Temple Fur. Last of all, after a 48 and 2 opening half mile, they went 3/4 in 1:13 and 2. So they straighten for their backstretch journey, and it's the two-time stakes winner Diamond Bachelor and jockey Anthony Crastus calling the shots and opening up now. They've opened 6 or 7 on Ransack, who appears an all-in second. It's a gap of another 5 to Keystone for Victory, then Our Great Adventure and Good and Proper. Mystic Sky is 6th and second last, and 2.5 to the trailer Temple Fur as they race inside the final half mile. All jockeys appear at this point content with their positions. Anthony Crastus calls the shots with Diamond Bachelor after a mile in 1:37 and 4. It's Diamond Bachelor in front by 5. Ransack trying to re-rally from second. Now Gaffleone has put the favorite to pressure. So here's Keystone for Victory, third and trying to gain ground. Mystic Sky is fourth, also ridden. Then back to Good and Proper. Our Great Adventure did not go on, and trailing the field is Temple Fur as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Diamond Bachelor trying to seal the deal with 1/8 of a mile more to get. Keystone for Victory charging hard in second, and Mystic Sky is now third. Here's Keystone for Victory, running by the leader and pace setter Diamond Bachelor. Keystone for Victory, on to victory. Diamond Bachelor second, Mystic Sky third, Ransack fourth, then Temple Fur, Good and Proper, and Our Great Adventure in 2:27 and 2.
Number 2, Keystone for Victory, rallies from off the pace, but gets the win in going away fashion in the Monday feature, giving jockey Tyler Gaffleone his 4th winner of the afternoon. This one for Ken and Sarah Ramsey and trainer Mike Maker. Number 6, Diamond Bachelor, ran a huge race after being softened up early. He ended up second ahead of number 3, Mystic Sky, who ran third. The Monday finale on turf at 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratch the 13, Bourbon City, a field of 12. This was a wide-open betting race. The favorites included the 1, It's a Given, and the 7, Weeza Gone Gray.
And runners away. Weeza Gone Gray wins the break and tries to cross over, but moving up toward the inside, Simfera Zukov is showing speed, and Zukov tries to clear with Weeza Gone Gray in the two path. These two race on. Red Button and Big City Heart away third and fourth, and then down inside, that's It's a Given from fifth. Whites of Their Eyes is now racing in 6th, a length and a half in front of Color Me Pegasus, who's 2 clear of None Tonight and Simferopol. Out wide on the course is Turkomani, working 3 better than Mass Approval, and True Diplomacy is last of the 12 as they race down the backstretch. Weeza Gone Gray now leads 3 parts of length off the fence to inject more pace into the race is Zukov from second. Down at the inside, Big City Heart moves up third, Red Button alongside him. Then it's a gap of 2 lengths back to the outside. It's a Given. He's racing about 5 lengths off the pace setter ahead of Whites of Their Eyes and Color Me Pegasus. Turkomani given the green light 3 wide. Then Simferopol on his outside is None Tonight, and 4 back to True Diplomacy. They swing around the far turn, and up front the leader still Weeza Gone Gray. Zukov is up to level terms from second. Red Button driven third. At the inside is racing fourth is Big City Heart. From the back trying to charge home is It's a Given as they swing in. Weeza Gone Gray on the inside, Zukov on the outside. Here comes It's a Given down the center of the racetrack and coming at him and coming on. It's a Given driving to a short lead. Weeza Gone Gray fights with him. It's a Given and Weeza Gone Gray. It's a Given for Zayas, the winner. Weeza Gone Gray second, Turkomani third, really close for fourth between Zukov and Big City Heart in 129 flat.
Favorite gets the job done in today's 11th race. Number 1, It's a Given with a good stretch kick. Gets up for the score, giving jockey Edgar Zayas his 3rd winner of the afternoon. This one for Blue Devil Racing Stable and trainer Jose Pinchin. 7, Weeza Gone Gray fired but had to settle for second ahead of the 5, Turkomani, who ran third. There was a dead heat for fourth between the 2 and the 12. The late pick 5, $516.60. Multiple winners in the Rainbow 6, 20-cent return, $3,715.88. That'll trigger a Thursday carryover, more than $500,000. The exact number, $513,873.45.
That's it for today. We're dark on Tuesday and Wednesday this day for live racing, but we'll see you back here on Thursday, our first post at 1:15 p.m.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.